Hey, welcome to Board Game Today. I'm Brett, and my hands is the Space Marine Ultramarine Primaris Librarian from Joy Toy. Now, Joy Toy has one of the numerous figure licenses for Warhammer 40,000. For Games Workshop in general, we haven't seen any fantasy stuff, but it's all been for Warhammer 40,000. They've been putting out some amazing figures. It's a fantastic line so far. We've got Death Company, two different sets of Space Marines, War Suit, and now the Primaris Librarian. They've recently have revealed some characters. We've got Dreadnoughts coming. We have Orcs shown, Imperial Guard, Chaos, Space Marine bikes. There's a little everything, something for everyone. Really pumped, really pumped. In fact, we want to get some games in with this. I think it would be so cool. So we're going to open up. We're going to show off this Primaris Librarian. So far, I've been really impressed with these figures. I think the quality of them are amazing. Of course, it competes with the Bandai figures, as well as the McFarlane toy figures. These tend to go in between the two of them. Individual figures can be anywhere from like $30, $40 to $70. The McFarlane stuff tends to be about 10 or 20 to 25. You might be able to get on a sale. Of course, the Bandai are like 200 pop if you can find them. They are pretty much all on secondary market at this point. So this seems to be kind of that in-between. And honestly, my personal opinion is, out of everything, I think this is the much higher quality figure. It's just, I think, way better. We might have our first issue with the figure. You can see that, the shoulder not working, popped off. There we go. Alright, so let's go through the figures. Obviously, let's show it off. We got some hands, we got alternative head. So let's go with, show the figure with the head, we'll get the backpack on, we'll go over the sword. Keep the hands handy just in case we need them. Put the figure on. Alright, let's stand on this one. This one's all sorts of bent around. Alright, without the backpack, stands, no problem. Not even an issue with that. These all tend to stand up really easily and well. Let's go with the backpack, see if there's any problems. None at all. Okay, let's go with articulation. Foot moves side to side, up and down, even the toe moves. Knee, lots of articulation, double join. Leg, you can see here, tons of movement. Waist, side to side, back and forth. We got some issues here on this one. Oh, it doesn't want to stay in. Interesting. This is kind of fascinating. So the arms actually come out on this one bent out. The other figures haven't done that. That's really kind of an interesting joint. Arms, tons of movement. Like, this is just an insane amount of movement. I don't know what I like about if that joint is good. It seems really weird. Elbow, lots there. Wrist all around. Head, side to side, full movement, up and down. Turn, like, it's everything you want as far as movement. Let's try to get this shoulder pad on. Detail looks really nice of this. There we go. That should get the shoulder pad on. Detail is really nice. We got the litanies on the back, the scrolls, the suit, I don't know what you want to call this, the cape is like actually like a rubber, which is, I think, really interesting. Of course, we've got the side on the shoulders is amazing, and then you have the tubes here. You've got the striping on this one. There's some shading on these various tubes in the front. Of course, you have this book on the front. Like, this detail is insane. I'm going to go with, so the interesting is the head. I'm not the biggest fan of the head. Looking at this video here, it doesn't look that bad. When you actually look at it in person, it just feels a little off. Like, it's just blurred in a weird way. Like, the face I've seen on in photos when it was purchased, and I was kind of iffy on the face. The glowing part of the eyes just is really, really off. It's kind of disappointing. I think the helmet is a little bit better. It's just like a weird dry brush, feels like a dry brush going on with the figure that they just are really off, that they weren't quite sure what to do with the human face on this one, which is strange because generally the faces have been really, really top-notch with previous figures. So I'm going to say it's actually really odd for them to swing and miss on that one. Let's see. Let's switch out the head. This might be one I might go with the helmet take of it. The only negative I'd say about these is at times the joints are really hard to get in. Alright, sword. The Force sword is looking really, really good. Getting in the hands. I mean, overall, pretty solid figure. It looks good. I think it captures the character really well. It looks like the miniature. I mean, let's be honest, this is a hell of a copy of the miniature that exists. You know, it's a, you know, it feels like a scaled up version of it. There's very little deviation from it. I actually think it gives a lot of inspiration for people who might want to paint theirs, which is kind of cool. So overall, I'm happy with the figure. I don't think it's maybe the strongest of the releases so far. There's a lot of small nitpicking on this one. The shading is maybe overdone a little bit. I can see around the gauntlets is kind of feels a little sloppy. As I said, with the face, it just feels sloppy in spots, which is really, really interesting, especially since it's so good in spots as well. Like this is really good. The hazard stripes, really good. And then you get like this gauntlet part, which is just kind of eh. You know, the writing here, really good, and then the face is just off. It's a really weird release. So, you know, I figured not all of them are going to be hits. This one, I think, is a little bit of a miss, but it's not that bad. I kind of like it a little bit more with the helmet than the face, so I think I'm going to go with the helmeted version. You can go get this. We'll have, you should be able to go get this. We'll have links underneath this video where you can purchase your own. I don't know if there'll be affiliate links. We'll see. But if they are, you do get you help support our site, so thank you. Just watching our videos support us, so thank you for that. If you want the latest Joy Toy news, you can check us out every single day at BoardGameToday.com. If you want the latest game, miniatures, card games, role-playing games, whatever, you check us out at BoardGameToday.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, and TikTok, all at BoardGameToday, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep rolling those dice. Get your game on. Hey, thanks for watching Board Game Today. We always appreciate your views and your support, but there are so many ways for you to support our site. Not only can you do it right here on video, but you can go and check us out at BoardGameToday.com, where we have more news, reviews, interviews, everything you could ever want. But since you're here, if you could, you can always give us a like, subscribe, or share our videos or watch something else. Is always much appreciated, and get your game on.